We're here for a zoning board appeal tonight. Call to order is going to be at 6:05. First thing we would do is stand and give pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All righty. There's no additions or deletions to tonight's agenda. I'd like to move on to approving the minutes from our last meeting. Is there any discussion on minutes from the last meeting?
So moved.
So moved. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Support.
Sorry?
You'd need a second, sorry.
Yep, and we got support. All right, go ahead, Mr. Swigert.
Support.
Support. Sir?
I support as well.
Support and Jameson.
Aye.
All right, that passes. The minutes from the last meeting are approved. Okay, we're gonna move on to appeal number 23-002. Mr. Kevin Porter of 26622 East River has requested a public hearing to the Zoning Board of Appeals to expand a non-conforming structure on Lot 203 Supervisors Gross Seal in subdivision number 18 as recorded at Wayne County Records, Township of Gross Seal, County of Wayne, Michigan. Before we get started, I just want to let the petitioners understand and know that we will need a unanimous vote in order for this board to approve an appeal. We have to have 4 votes minimum. So in this particular occasion, we do have a quorum, but we will need all 4 votes. It is your decision if you would rather wait till we have a full board or proceed today with the quorum of 4.
I'm comfortable moving forward if you guys are.
We're all set, so it's entirely up to you. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move forward. Mr. Quirrell, do you have anything you want to stand in for Mr. Borden?
Good evening, everyone. As you're aware, Mr. Borden is in Florida, so I'm taking over his position and presenting tonight's appeal. So the subject site is located on 26622 East River Road, and the applicant is seeking a dimensional variance. It's located west side of East River Road and north of Rucker Road. It is zoned R1A single family residential, and the request is to expand a non-conforming residence that does not meet the standards of section 18.6A. And a little bit of background, the residence was built in 1915 and has a deficient north side yard setback of 3.5 feet, and the north side of this property abuts township open space. So section 23.5B provides the standards upon which the board is to make its decision. I won't go through that whole list, but I'm sure you are all aware of that. Section 18.6A permits expansion of a non-conforming building under the conditions that the building is non-conforming on one side only, which is met. That the non-conforming side provides 90% of the required setback and spacing. This is not met. It is at 58.3%. And lastly, that the building that the proposed expansion complies with current standards, which is met. The proposal requires one variance to permit the expansion of a non-conforming building that does not fully comply with the standards of section 18.6A. This is the structure, the home here on East River Road. As you can see, on the north side is the house, and on the south side is the garage. And this is the site plan. So in the blue, you have the existing structures, and the purple is the proposed building. And here we have some elevations that are probably easier seen in your drawings and the site plans that were provided to you prior to this meeting. And Brian's review summary, because the 90% test is not met, the residence cannot be expanded without a variance. The board may view strict compliance as unnecessarily burdensome because the home was built in 1915 prior to our current zoning ordinance. The proposed expansion complies with current R1A standards. The variance sought is the minimum necessary grant to relief, or to grant relief. The request is fair to both the applicant and surrounding owners. I do believe there was a letter included in the agenda packet that supports this development. And there is not a reasonable alternative that would eliminate the need for a variance. The need for a variance is tied to the deficient side yard setback, which the applicant did not create, as the home was built in 1915. The non-conforming side yard setback and the rear yard abut township open space, so this project would not interrupt or upset neighbors on those borders. And given the nature of the property and scope of the project, we do not anticipate safety concerns or adverse impacts upon land values, neighborhood character, the supply of light and air, traffic flow, or adjacent properties in general. And if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.
So you open for questions at this point?
Yep.
Okay. I just one question. There's no, I guess, chance of the open space being sold off and becoming an issue later on. Someone else would put the, so there's
Yep.
not any. Okay, not even a thought.
No,
Okay.
I mean, that would go to a township-wide vote, and, the community is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
the open spaces that were handled under a township moratorium or referendum, so the board couldn't even sell them.
I understand. I just know there's been some discussion about selling off some open space in previous meetings. Not this one, but board meetings, so.
Right.
I just want to be clear.
Yep.
That was it. That's the only question I have. Anybody else have any questions? Nope. Okay. Mr. Porter, would you like to add anything?
No, sir, I appreciate y'all's time. And it's a beautiful home, built in 1915. And, it was in the McCarthy family. And Courtney and I bought it from her dad. And we're excited to make it even prettier than it is, right? We're going to keep the style of the existing home. We're going to continue that across. So when you drive by, it'll look like it was built back in 1915. But it'll just be a little bigger, a little better suited for our family. And that's it. So I appreciate y'all.
Okay. And we do have one letter of support I would like to read off from Mr. and Mrs. Bailey. Say they live at 26663 East River, across from the site in question. Based on the information provided, the variance requested will be for the north side of the yard setback. The neighboring lot north is open space and therefore not a buildable lot. The setback requirement will not be an issue. Where until the support of the remodel that Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Porter are undertaking, we urge the ZBA to approve the variance. I don't see any other letters of support, but nevertheless, I want to make sure I put that on record.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Looks like you may have a member of the audience too.
Yes, sir. Do you have anything you want to say regarding this particular issue?
Eugene LaChapelle. I live at 26700 East River, which is the first door south of his house.
Okay.
I see that house every day. I have no problem with him doing that work. I'm glad to see that he's saving an old cottage. And I went to the property about a week ago, looked at all his plans and looked at the problem area, and I see no problem with that. I'm all for his expansion.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Any discussion from the board, or you ready to move forward?
I mean, it looks like he's building between two structures he's already got there, so. And it would appear even the addition on the north side is even set back a little bit from the existing structure. So it is slightly more conforming, which I feel like is the architect kind of throwing a bone a little bit as far as zoning goes, so that's good.
I think we're good to make a motion.
All right, then I move that this board approves this required variance as the applicant has demonstrated practical difficulty meeting the letter of the zoning is unnecessarily burdensome, and this variance would create substantial justice while having no impact on safety, light, traffic, or the character of the neighborhood.
I will second that. Let's go through a roll call vote. Mr. Schweikert?
Aye.
Sure.
Aye.
I am as well.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Congratulations, sir, and good luck with your build.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Looks
Thank
like
you.
it's going to be a really beautiful house, so I'm
Yeah, it
excited
does,
for
it
you.
does.
Come by and check it out.
Looking forward to driving by and seeing the progress.
That's on the record.
I've been through that myself, so.
See y'all.
Take care, sir. Yeah, he did put that on record, didn't he? Okay, we have one action item, and the item is to approve the fiscal year 2022 through 2023 meeting dates.
Do we have a copy of that? Okay. It's in here somewhere.
It's right here.
It's the other safe built,
Oh, okay.
This is basically what, every fourth Tuesday, I don't see an issue. Now make a motion to go ahead and approve the meeting dates for this fiscal year 2022, 2023.
Second.
If I may,
Okay.
can I ask, Madam Secretary, this is for 23-24, since we're already in.
Actually, yes.
23, am I correct?
That is correct.
It's misstated on the agenda, but on the form from Safe Build, it has 23-24. So we're voting on this year's and next year's. meeting.
That is correct, yes.
Correct. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Okay, well, let's do it this way. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion passes. Moving on to public comment, and there is nobody here, so I guess we're done with public comment. And do we have anything on schedule so far, Brittany, with the,
We just received the application today.
okay, so we will have a meeting in April.
Yes.
Okay. All right, on that note, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes. Adjourned.